Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tassenix, and welcome to Season 76, 3 versus 3 Grand Arena Championship, Week 2, Round 3. My opponent is the mighty BabyYoda, child of Chromium, one of the largest accounts in the game, but is most notable for having, even outside of the lifetime of the ridiculously busted and beaten up set 25, he's always got a ton of maxed out crons in any set. So we will be unsurprised to see that he's going to maintain that trend. How's everybody doing today? Vinaltabi, good to see you. Plugga Player, hey, Drexby, RH Alex, Nashorn, Turd Ferguson, Pabuaba, Heratran, Guilty. Hey, Guilty with the hydrate. I'm going to take a sip of water here, but I got something special for you. You may have been around for the chill stream the other night, guys, and Pills popped in. I forget if it was after the stream or during the stream. The details got a little fuzzy there towards the end. But he reminded me to pick up a bottle of this Baby Jane bourbon, and so far so good. So far so good. All right. Lost Wampart says sneaking in with a beer, beat his arse. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Swugger Player, I'm doing well today. How about you? How's everybody else's round go? Let's go ahead and get the music set up. Ready. They're going to be slightly pressed for time today, so can't take the long route. Everything. You get tasks turned up. It's at my discretion to throw back some alcohol. But let's go ahead and get this rolling. Let me get the prediction up. What are we saying today? I've been getting the one or less, two or mores out of the way real quick as of late. So let's exercise a bit of humility and call it two or less, three or more. All right? All right, rank 20, fighting rank 17. My 16.8 million GP to his 16.9. Top 80 GP, 3.282 million to his 3.285. GAC Omicrons, we both have 91. Top 80 average speed, my 168 to his 172. Mod analysis, plus 25 speeds, my 326 to his 407. 20 to 24 speeds, 637 to his 800. Plus 20s, my 963 to his 1207. Jesus. Plus 4% offense secondaries, my 311 to his 342. Plus 6% offense secondaries, my 121 to his 116. He's really good mod collection. Defense, plus 9% secondaries, my 186 to his 99. And 14% defense secondaries, my 59 to his 16. So, nice. Nice. All right. Relic analysis, total levels, my 2,712 to his 2,765. Relic 10s, I have 15 to his 14. Ha! Relic 9s, my 192 to his 223. Relic 8s, my 90 to his 72. Datacron analysis, total rerolls, my 9409 to his 5615. Level 9 Datacrons, my 49 to his 63. Yeah, he went way harder than I did on set 26. Levels 6 to 8, I have 0. He has 1. Levels 3 to 5, I have 6. He has 0. Wow, Vinaltab, you lost with a 2079. Man, that's tough. You guys must have both had a pretty routine defense, and it just came down to pennies. I hate when that happens. Nice, Pabu. I'm going 2-1 for the week. Should end up ranked in the 400s. Very nice. See you soon. Wolfman, howdy, Tass, and good luck. Good to see you, man. Hey, Shake. Yeah, I bet. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Galactic Legends. So he's got a pretty good fare here. High damage. Okay, so yeah. I guess the meta's turning back towards fast slacker for some. Really enjoyed having my 180, though. I really have. Oh, man. Long term, I feel like I have to go back to farming speed mods, because it's not that I don't have great depth and speed, it's that I'm one of those guys, I only have a couple 29s, I have no plus 30s, and I understand that they're very rare, but one would think I would have encountered Something. Right. All right. Smells good. Sees good. The fast JMK. Very fast Lord Vader. Very. Everything looks good. Really fast. Yeah, 613 is kind of the golden number on Pirate King, where you can kind of rest assured you're going to be faster than the very fastest modded slacker in the world. And since he is very often choosing to do the cooldown increase on slacker first, I can put you in a bad way. I can do that. Hey, Reds fam, what's going on? Cube Defense checking in. Is that your name elsewhere, or is that a meme that I just don't know? All right, meta characters. Everything looks pretty standard here. Very fast, Exile Ezra at 383. Everybody and their mama has a faster Dark Ray than me. Fair. All right, on over to the OmegaBot report. So, this is based on last week's data only. We can see BabyYoda generally likes to, attack in the first 8 hours. Otherwise, he'll go at it sometime in the next day. Speed-wise, yeah, the black line is BabyYoda. He's generally just got me on speed. It matters more in the lesser speeds, because later on, we're pretty close, competitive. We both have all the Grand Arena Omicrons, nothing to see there. And as far as squad banner efficiency, unfortunately, he's had an erodium here in the last week, which means that this graph is wildly thrown off, right? It's kind of difficult to read too deep into how well he's doing at an efficiency game when an erodium match is included in here. However, we do note that he had 1 drop all of last week, so okay, see what we can make happen. It's tough to force drop some guys. All right, defense he was setting last week was Great Mothers, Lord Vader, Ray Swallow Ezra, Stranger with Star Killer, Gas, RJT, BKM, Gaba, Ahsoka Tano, Reva, Huskins, Duckus, Afra, Fugitive Omega, and then either Jedi Master Mace or CLS. Setting on defense, Leviathan, Executrix, and Home 1. Defenses by zone we might expect to see from him on the bottom front: Lord Vader, Stranger Star Killer, Jabba, Reva, and Fugitive Omega. All right. Offense-wise, he's using Slacker, Bane, Leia, Sith Eternal, Wampa, Boba, Balin, Queen, Sawcrax, JMK, Traya, Gungans, Pirate King, and then whatever else is required to finish the job. Executor, Profundity, and Negotiator like clockwork on offense. And yeah, we can see here, as far as teams that he's faced so far this season, the only thing not in green is this 1 drop on a Zuckuss team. I want to say in the last Plotting and Scheming, I want to say that was versus Sasha last week, and Sasha mentioned that. Kind of a fun All right, Turd Ferguson, I've never seen a plus 30 speed mod in the wild. I'm convinced they don't exist. I saw it on somebody's Discord the other day. I forget if it was Events Discord or Fatal's Discord or somewhere else, but everybody's got a mod, Celebrate Your Mods channel. I know it wasn't on mine because I would have seen it. I would have known. But a 30 speed is exceedingly rare. And you could get that on any set. It's just I find that I actually need that on speed. And that kind of makes sense, right? At this part of the game, if you're putting something in a speed set, it is truly because you want it to be exceptionally fast. So just don't have but just a couple. I want to say maybe 1 or 2 29s total. Anyways, let's go ahead, check on the prediction. How you guys doing for time? This 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Gonna give you another 10 or so seconds. Get in those last votes. Is it gonna be 2 or less drops today, or will it be 3 or more? All right, where are we at? So, 28% of points wagered went with 2 or less. 72% went with 3 or more. Okay, I tried to even it out a bit, and you guys are like, nah, you were still too conservative. You're going to be eating dirt, son. All right, I hear you guys. People do not believe today. All right, let's get this board up on screen. So, as always, shout out to BabyYoda. Thank you for, of course, at least clearing the bottom front zone before I end up streaming here, and yeah, he's gone ahead and cleared all of the board except this last team in the back. We'll talk about it, right? Hey, Jay Chung, how you been? Finally able to catch a stream. Good luck, Tass. Pleasure to see you. Good to have you. Oh, okay, Reds fan. I had drops versus Lord Vader and Beck Jocasta Templar. Really? Okay. Hey, Bane. How you doing, man? What's up? What's good? What are you doing? Don't I recall that you retired from the game? Or have you come back? What are you up to lately? All right, Guilty believes in the winning side. That's good. All right, let's take a look at this. Now, he started these attacks in the middle of the night for me. I've got some banners for some of it, and we'll go from there. All right, so his front wall, all of these but Jabba. All right, I'll just, first of all, let me tell you what the teams are, and then you can kind of guess what banners goes with where. So Jedi Master Mace, Depa, Temple Guard with a armor penetration, crit damage, attacker crown. Great Mothers, Morgan, Marin, the same support team that got me some holds last round. Gas, Rex 5s with a 300% potency attacker crown. Not sure what you want to do to it, but won't beat the Malgar ISC. Lord Vader Oppo, CX2 with 100% health and 100% armor penetration on the attacker crown. All these were one shot for the following banners. 54, I guess is Lord Vader. 53, maybe Great Mothers? 57 and 57 is probably whatever he brought for Gas and for Jedi Master Mace. And then we had a break here on Jabba. Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch. Now, what I did here differently is that I rotated in the crown that I'm usually keeping in on Pirate King Hondo. It's got big health and crit damage on it. And the reason I did this is that Baby Yoda favors using Queen Amidala for this at the moment. I did some looking into the data and saw that if you are going to strip banners, possibly even force a drop, you would want to have very high health and some crit damage doesn't hurt. That was kind of the gig. Sorry to see. Yeah, still retired, Bane. All right, well, you know what they say. No one's ever truly gone. Brady Green. Hey, Tass. Hope all is well. So far, so good, guys. Happy Monday to you. Ray Rock. Indeed. Yeah, good manic Olympic Monday afternoon, Tassenix in chat. Yeah, I mean, generally, as not being much of a sports fan, I don't care about sports. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I heard it was a snooze anyway. And consequently, I don't really watch the Olympics either, but, support to everybody. Good fair competition, so on and so forth. All right. So anyways, he had a drop. First one, he killed one. It was just Bausch. Then I want to say the second time he had to withdraw. And the third time he got a 280 to clear the zone. The score is 260 for the zone bonus. So he got a total of 21, right? Total of 21. So whatever that last thing was that took out Jabba and Chrysanthemum, led. Very nice. All right. So enough about the bottom front wall. Up top, you got Pirate King, Hondo, and Quiggle. Did I actually get... Oh, nice. Okay, he got a 57 on Pirate King. Against Zuckus, Forlom, and Cad Bane. This was one mentioned by Sasha, so I wanted to give it a try. 56, he took it out just fine. PKM, Paz, and Grogu with the Healer Kron. 56. And let's see, Fugitive Omega. My guess is a 56 or a 57. Things get a little murky for me here. And this is Maz Nest SM33 with a 25% turn meter cron and also a very high amount of armor penetration and crit damage on it. So if you're going to try Balin here, I think that the double turn meter boosted, because my Nest is modded about 300. So she'll get enough out of that turn meter cron where I think both her and Maz would go out ahead of a potential Balin counter, kill them. If I really wanted to test that, I would have set it bottom front, but for what I wanted to draw out of him before he got to the back wall, I couldn't afford to have Maz there. Would have if I could have. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the back. Now, this is a situation. All right. I want to explain the other teams, and then we'll talk about Ahsoka. Okay? So, against Balin Shin Marok with the Tankron, I decided to, again, take a page out of my opponent's books and employ this on defense. Yeah, I think he got a 56 or 57 on it. So, Gungan's gone well, maybe? Your guess? Reva? I don't know. Queen, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, likewise, punked. Something like a 56 or a 57. 50. Oh, I know where he got the 50. Okay, so Stranger, Crew, and Starkiller with an attacker cron. He got a 57 here. And Baby Yoda is usually saving his Pirate King so that he can, ideally, have a reliable counter here for whatever your composition of Starkiller is. And all that is probably going to get disrupted starting next week because I want to say that Spider-Maw hands out permakill to the team a la Malicos. So all of your shenanigans where you lose one or two of your sides with Pirate King, then revive them both and win the fight, probably not happening anymore starting week 3. Nevertheless, 57, so I do expect it's Pirate King. We will make use of that. All right, Rey, Swolo, and Exile Ezra, support Kron, 25% health on it. That was a 50. So, yeah, that's Slacker. I've seen him do that a few times, and 50's a reliable number for that. He's gotten as high as 54 on some people, and I'm glad I was able to strip so many banners. Tosley, good to see you. Brady Green, okay, yep, we already covered that. Oh, Turd Ferguson, I lost my match by 9 banners because Master Mace team just would not die. Tough, man. Tosley, Plumbus Grumbo, good afternoon, good luck, Tass. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Hey, Saldag, good to see you. Good to see everybody, patron and not patron alike. A lot of them in the chat today. All right, Ahsoka, Watt, and Ouyang with the support cron, with the tank cron, 25% turn meter, health, crit damage. Don't be overly impressed, guys. So without putting anything really personal out on Baby Yoda's behalf, he does work in the medical field, and he had some type of emergency pop up at work. He needed to put his phone down, handled business, came on back a few minutes later, and then forgot that he was in a battle. So that put him in a cascade. He had lined up everything pretty tightly after he cleared the bottom front wall, and yeah, if he dropped no other fights up until this point, Jabba excluded, right? He dropped on Jabba, then dropped nowhere else. So he had something, I think, that was precise for it. He hasn't told me what yet, and that's fine. We'll find out when we trade notes after the match. But it screwed him. Him having to leave his phone for a few minutes. And he's thrown most of the kitchen sink at it. Now, is it impossible that he has something left to maybe clear out this lone Ahsoka? Sure. It looks like we're in a clear to win situation, but I want to say Baby Yoda is one of those opponents, and I take no grudge, by the way, when I say this. The type that will signal with the way that the status of the board is right now. It signals that he's done. It signals that he's out of juice. And then some of these guys have a little bit left just to finish clearing up the board, just in case you were so presumptuous as to think that you didn't need to actually clear the whole damn thing. So it won't be me. It won't be me. Let's see. Fat Phil, 33 holds. Almost impresses me more. Your opponent tried 33 battles on one team. I want to say he DM'd me and said it was basically a roster dump after he realized what had happened. He came in and tried. This was the last squad on the board for him. He'd already cleared fleet and everything, right? So this was the last thing. And the last time I checked on it, it was only at 30 battles. So he came back and put in maybe another couple swings since. But again, I wouldn't put it past him to actually have something off. So we will not be deceived. All right, as far as fleets go, we didn't get any holds today, sadly. Let's see if I can suss out the banner. It's kind of weird looking. Not possible to. See here. So 74, if I had to guess. 74, 7. Says he got a 78, but PrimeBot often misreports the 77 as 78 for some otherwise unknown reason. And I guess it doesn't. Missing. Regardless, he didn't drop anything here on fleets, so hopefully we have the material to get on through. Yeah, it's 33 holds, but like I said, guys, I love winning matches. Don't get me wrong. If he had just, tried JKR and JKR just bombed or something, I'd be over the moon. It always feels a little greasy when you're pretty much put in a strong position like this because your phone crashed or a real life called and you work in medical and you actually do have to put that phone down. That's one of my things I like to say with my colleagues is like a lot of guys in my field, they'll work through their lunch all the time unnecessarily, like not when urgent deadline calls it, just because. And it's like, we don't work in medical, man. Take your break. Take your time. Nico SCBA, hey Tass, why are you using Endurance League Galactic Republic on defense? Because all of the boards that I set are full custom for each opponent. Most of the same teams end up getting used on squads, but where they are, their exact composition, the datacrons they have, that's always changing. And likewise, so it is on Fleet. I know for a fact that he has set Home 1, Leviathan, and something. I can't be sure about the third something. However, judging by the way that he cleared and the banners that I've seen, it's going to be a composition that I can handle. And when I've seen him the last week fight different non-GL fleets, Endurance stripped a lot of banners off him. I want to say he got something like a 63 in one of those fights last week. And it's just a solid, easy takeaway when you scout an opponent is, if they demonstrate weakness to something, set it. There it is. I guess this is an opportune time to plug. If you haven't seen it yet on my YouTube, I did release a short video on how to scout. It does give you the quick and dirty about using the OmegaBot report and Swugga.gg to, scout out and get a sense of how your opponent attacks, what he is likely to set on defense, and then how that translates into your offensive plan, and then after that, what you can actually afford to set on defense. It's a good quick and dirty on it. I'll probably at some point make a master video that really goes very much in depth. I'd probably use one of my own matches and show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. But this video, just going in a quick format, was about 30 minutes. So, when this one, when the big one gets done, expect to be there about an hour. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, that's the entire story of defense. Let's go ahead and talk about his top side. He's got Tarkin, DCT Scorch with a Supportron, followed by Kelleran, Jocasta, and Luminara, which is something I've been saying. BKM, Bam Grogu with the Healercron. How interesting, splitting the difference, right? You're seeing a lot of BKM Paz Grogu with Healer, or you're seeing BKM Bam Grogu with the Attackron. But I haven't seen somebody split the difference like this, so that's kind of cool. Fugitive Omega, Mercenary Wrecker, and Crosshair with the Supportron. And then last, Zuckuss, Forlom, and Cad with the Zuckuss. Bottom front, he's got Ahsoka, General Syndulla, and Huyang with the new Set 26 Huyang Kron. 25% turn meter, level 3, target lock 6, and the Huyang, level 9, that's giving out a bunch of stats. 83.5% crit damage, 32% health, 72% potency. I very much wonder KR. This is too fast. This is too fast. 354 to 25% turn meter. I know her lead doesn't give out speed, but still. Now, I could do the math. Second rule. How fast would one need to be? How does this work again? For each Jedi and each Old Republic. So what are we using? So I'll use Jolie, so I have 2 Old Republics, right? 3 Jedi, 2 Old Republic, so that's what? 25 speed, right? Doesn't give speed otherwise. right? So we're looking at whatever he is plus 25. If that is greater than 354, we could actually do this, right? Technically? Technically? The issue is, if you think about it, I wonder if it's just doomed on a high level, just thinking about it. Because obviously, to put the most pain down on the team, we want to get fracture out of the way. We can't have people getting fractured in 3 versus 3. Especially when you're bringing Jolie and you only have like 2 workhorses on the team. Well, I do think you do need to outspeed if you don't want to get the wrong guy fractured, Livid. I mean, we could always get lucky, but you watch enough of my streams. You think I should be relying on that, yeah? So, you feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. I'm going off the gut here, but my feeling is we want to go after Syndulla, but that creates a problem because Hu Yang going is bad. And Hu Yang going, not only is he handing out this offense to Spectre allies, which is bad for banners using this JKR fight. You get a lot more pressure on you. But it's also a ramping from the level 9, and I think that this feels very anti-JKR without necessarily having set yourself up in tenacity mode, which I really like. So, Livid saying you don't really care about fracture. Really? So, if you were going to do this, you'd probably run, what, a set 26 with protection up level 3? Because I just did that last episode, and that was, in a word, stressful. Colibri! Hello there, is that the same Baby Yoda from Maw Chromium? Indeed it is. Yep. And we have fought many times, but it's been a while. Several really top bracket players have been pushed down into the next couple or 3 brackets because of how many Erodiums have crept in just this season. Just dropped in from the top. So I think I've got Sasha and Baby Yoda in my bracket, people that are bracket 1 players. So yeah, but it's been a while since I fought him, and yeah, it's always a pleasure. Cycle out of fracture almost immediately. I would be amenable to being wrong. So yeah. So what are we looking at here? Surely crit damage is the best angle for us. Or is it health? Just to maximize the value of the prod up level 3. So something like this. Even though the armor penetration is pretty much bunk. Or would you guys roll attacker chron on this? There's very, very little data on fighting this composition. I have concerns. Oh, Francis asked, did Endurance get an upgrade? I'm lost. That ship used to suck. The ship I don't think got a significant overhaul. What makes a big difference in that fleet is the Bad ship, Marauder. That thing is hard hitting under Negotiator, but under Endurance, it is a virtual one-man show. Yeah, there's a few very resource-efficient compositions of Endurance that set such that you would have a complete top-of-the-line Negotiator team still available, and still you might expect to script some banners with that Endurance, so it's probably better than you think it is. But again, the reason I said it, nothing that you see here on my stream, very little of what you see here on is something that I will always and forever always do. Set it, use it on attack, whatever. My whole angle as a player is I'm trying to scout you and understand what you do, and then I'm just trying to set counter to that, and I'm hoping that on balance, I'm better at countering you than you are at playing the way that you want to play. That's kind of the idea. Why not Bastille as a third for some additional potency to reduce Ahsoka's health? I've found that I haven't really been worrying about it, and the only time you're actually sweating the potency is if the Ahsoka is modded for tenacity. That's my fun. Boro, hey there, Tass. Sorry joining later. Nah, man. I mean, we're just setting up now for the first fight of the day. Our first catch of the day. All right. This one has significantly good damage. Losing a lot of health. He has physical damage, though, so it's not a complete loss. Although he has, like, dicks for armor penetration. So, yeah, that's true. How much health are we? Another 30%. It's the right stat. That says go with the added health. All right. So, let's try this out. And if it fails, we have to go to something big. Level 99 Lucas. I'm a new watcher, but I'm absolutely loving your approach and IQ to the game. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah. We try to be informative. All right. So, Livid, if you're still there, if it's you, you're saying that we can get around Fracture relatively quickly. Do we still pursue Syndulla first? Or do we work as hard as we can to minimize the amount of stat gain going out to the rest of the team by going after Huyang first? So it's like we try to bully out Jedi Cal and then smite Syndulla, something like that. Because Exile Ezra isn't here, we can smite. What you say there, Livid? This way I can blame you if it all goes belly up. Aha. Aha.
I mean, you can blame me or somebody else instead.
No, I can't blame you.
Which is
because you don't
normal.
even play the game anymore.
Yeah. Like I said.
Why Bindo? Why not Bastila? I feel like Bastila is... If I wasn't worried at all about potentially losing a character, then I wouldn't rock Jolie. But if you saw me do this last round, it was successful. It just took some time, and that was against a tank run. Kind of depends on what the fight looks like, says Livid. All right, well, into the belly of the beast we go. We're not in a set of ads, are we? Good. Okay, so I don't think... How does this work if I pass this over? Because you can't gain turn meter, but it's a bonus turn? Is it not a bonus turn? How does it work? Hey, okay. Let the games begin. We're going to be here approximately 6 months.
Hopefully not.
6 months, not less.
Yeah, some of us actually have a life that they probably enjoy.
AoE armor shred when you're not in... To remember.
Yeah, disgusting you.
You shush. You're already good. There. Stay on target. On target.
I do want to point out she almost has ult.
Her having ult is not problematic. Do I smite him now or smite her? Can't take forever on it. Keep the show moving. Yeah, this was...
There's a guy sitting in the Discord fucking he doesn't play. Bonja.
This was the correct...
I will reiterate what Daz says. Shush.
Nexatron's doing it with Bastila. I'm not here to tell you that you'd be a fool to try running it with Bastila. I'm just trying to tell you that if this is going to lose, I feel like it's going to lose because one of my Jedi might die. I don't have a ton of experience with this fight, but that's kind of my read on it. That was not the button I wanted. We'll all be fine. Oh, Brittany alone. I could not have been more clear. Now, some bums like Shake might tell you, it's okay, Tass. Just go ahead and put it on auto. Won't be me. Won't be me.
Tass, I won't tell you anything. Like I said, I don't actually play
it. You shouldn't. Alright, so you see we just had Savior proc. We just had Savior proc, guys.
Shit.
We just had Savior proc.
One of your Jedi dying would be the issue, seeing as how you only have Jedi.
I feel like I'm onto something. Yeah, I don't mind the way that I'm approaching.
Honestly, you're gonna die. At the rate you're going, it's...
Yeah, at the rate I'm
Yeah,
going,
don't you?
not looking great, but I've had worse. This is one of those fights where it looks like it's going to hell in a handbasket before she just falls over.
Okay. Oh, she died.
Cass, why don't you bring?
I do think that isn't doing the special nice?
Isn't what doing?
Like the given special that you get from, you know.
Why? What's that got to do with anything?
If all you're hoping for is to call basics, then it calls a basic.
Okay. Balls with. Yeah. This might be bad. Oh wait, that was
No,
probably it.
you could have.
Yeah. I was not looking at the res. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, it calls double basics, which is ideal, no?
What calls double basics?
The call to assist, the unique that you get from JKR.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does.
If the entire point that you're trying to go for is to get more calls. I don't know. Well, she seems to be dying somehow, one way or another, so... Woohoo?
Now, like I said, it looks terrible before you eventually get through. And this feels kind of similar, actually, to the timing of pulling this off against the Tankron yesterday. So, let this be a lesson to you guys. I mean, if you're seeing Vexitron out there doing it better, getting it done without needing Jolie, maybe he's got more experience with the fight, feel free to pick his brain about it. But if it's me gambling on my behalf, it's going to be bringing Jolie.
Alright. By the way, Bonzo, you tagged the wrong person. I just want you to know.
I tagged what?
You were supposed to tag Des, not me.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck my name. Yeah, blame Des for it.
So that was good.
I
53
have
plus 10.
no control over what that name is.
The earpiece himself.
Sorry?
The earpiece himself.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hello, Sal. How you doing?
Yeah, hey, Solbeck.
Relieved that we have a dip war, because Hot Utils fucked up my loadout.
Good. Party up.
Yeah. Literally spent 5 hours today fucking with this dog shit app.
Fun. Party hard. What did I have written down for Moz? What was I doing? Yeah, I wanted to try Maul. Malgar ISC. That's not Gar. Out of here. Hacker? Yes. What's our priority? I mean, pure offense would be the best. Barring that, what are we looking at? We have some armor penetration. You have some armor penetration. Armor penetration it is left. Not this one. Good for you. Maybe this one. Protection? You guys are more health oriented, and if I found something with health, that would be... One is Fifth Eternal, but probably not necessary. This one is Fear. This one is potentially available. What are the differences? So you quickly get out of armor. So if that's the way it has to be, what about him? That one's with a turn. Who is this? Thinking this one. All right. Mastakala says, you can rewind now on Twitch like YouTube, or I'm tripping. Yeah, I want to say a few months ago they introduced that feature. Yep. Yep. All right. Now, Livid had some notes here. He says, there's no need to armor shred. You just need to stay in the defensive stance and also use strategic advantage, the granted ability from JKR lead. You took too much damage because you were constantly swapping. Why is that causing me to take more damage? Not intuitively feeling that. Also, not giving strategic advantage to Revan to stop him from getting countered. Okay, sure. Keep passing that back to him. That's fair critique. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see how
this I was right. The guy that doesn't even fucking play the game.
Yeah, but you couldn't articulate it worth a damn, so what do you want? You want a cookie? Oh, God. You weren't supposed to do that. You were supposed to do something else. Something slightly less aggressive, maybe?
No, don't die.
Oh, God.
What did you expect?
Not bad. It could win. It's not a would win. Huh?
Huh? Yeah, it didn't win, and it didn't win.
I agree with your assessment. Let's have a look and see what was working against Maz. I mean, I guess
look at the Banja's combo,
but look at this. Let's do JML here. Oda, JKL. That's kind of on the money for us. All right, let's make a note of this, though, that this dropped. But just, you know, no contest. We didn't even get to take a meaningful turn. So, JML, Hoda, JKL it is. We have the latitude of some science. Ooh, shit. Vex got burned by that advice last match. Follow your gut. Yeah, man. I mean, I would say that if you watch me long enough, I think I'm reasonably conservative as a... It's because getting outlandish gets punished out here. And so, yeah, there you go. Indeed guilty. The tactical earpiece talking nonsense. You are quite correct. All right, Livid's saying the reason...
that's all he's going to get. I'm retired, you dumb cunt. What do you expect?
The reason Livid says why it's important to stay in Jedi Cal's defensive stance is that because when you're swapping out of it, you're taking more damage, just, you know, overall, as opposed to just staying in it. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I really like the feeling of how quickly I'm able to cycle the turns of JKR, and I think at least early in the fight, that does help you put down the sides expeditiously, that type of swapping thing. If you were to make the case saying that after you've got both the sides down, just keep it steady in the defensive stance, I could see that. But I really appreciated the time I saved by more or less quickly taking them out. All right, move along. Hi. You. All right, now, we know how this works. Bullshit comes out of you. If I target you, you go under stealth. So the issue is that without JKR, I have to pick my moment with you. However, there is no revival. Might be good. Wait. Son of a bitch, how dare you? Okay. Alright, so you're like this. Right. Hit her. But he can ignore taunt. Can't revive any of them. I think it's a bait to get focused on her. Usually you're going after her, but I don't have the means to stop her from gaining stealth. So, one thing at a time. Always the right decision. All right, so all was not the way. I'll learn some. All right, Lord Vader. What kind of crown you got? My man. That shit is gonna hurt like hell. Bane sass. Don't overcomplicate it. In my research, I have found that those who rock with health on Lord Vader, rock with health with on their Bane, countering Lord Vader, tend to lose. You really just want damage. People need to go away. So that's what we're. Hello there. Okay. Guarapo. He's stunned. Could have been a god. Chose to be a man. Now, I have gamed myself out before by saying, oh, I'll save this for just after they do their buff up. But in reality, Sass dies and I waste this extra attack. Instead, moments before they targeted not Bane. We're free to die. I have strongly encouraged this getting the fuck out of here behavior. Alright, thank you. Contributions have been noted. Okay. Now it's just a can't kill Oppo till Lord Vader's gone, so hustle up, lads. Hey, stop that. Reducing the offense on Lord Vader, he said, moments before dying. Okay. Okay. Taking that max offense off him. Please. Stop hitting me. I hate it. Oh my god. I was so confident. Had him the whole time. $54. All right. As seen on TV last episode, Leia can work here, but only if you're going to commit the Rex FDC to it. GL Bane does it again. Absolutely. There's never been a doubt. So, yeah, we get... let's see. Here. All right, we'll keep this in mind. I wasn't really thinking about maximizing. Colibri0123 says, can Maz still destroy such Lord Vaders in 3 versus 3? If so, isn't it worth taking her on offense to counter Lord Vader and saving Bane for something else? So if it's a very offensively oriented Lord Vader, having like armor penetration and crit damage on it, very little added survivability, Maz, I do think, has what it takes to bully right on through. Problem becomes when you're having opponents like a BabyYoda set, like what I myself set. High health is a problem for her because it's a question of timing. You need people to go down relatively quickly in the fight. You can't have what you saw me just do with Bane, where it's rotation after rotation after rotation getting to your specials. It doesn't work like that for her. She's going to get closed out if it ends up being an endurance fight. I mean, if you put down Lord Vader early and then it goes on for a little bit, you'll be fine. But if you don't put Lord Vader down early, you have a real issue. So I would say it depends on what your opponent's going to do, which again, speaks to the importance of scouting. So yeah, I have used her. If you look in week 1, I want to say round 1, I did use Maz successfully against the Lord Vader. I did lose one of the sides at least. It was rough going because it was a well-built Lord Vader, but it was doable. However, for most of the matches I fight, the margin of victory or defeat is usually a drop or less against very skilled opponents. Like we'll both drop 1 or we'll both drop 2. But the point is that at the end of the day, the margin of victory is usually within a drop. So planning on counters that are demonstrating themselves to be in the neighborhood of 52 to 53 is pretty rough, unless you're setting something so good on defense that it compensates. So, for example, Queen Amidala can take out that Ahsoka Tano team I just fought expeditiously for 57 banners. But JKR can do it for 53, and then I can set Queen Amidala. Now, I didn't get a hold today, but that's a good trade, right? If it, Although, it really isn't a good trade in the case of this match. I'm lucky that he had the drops and the banner bleed that he had because, yeah, he 57'd. Yeah. Yeah, he 57'd where I 53'd. Another team. So, we're lucky what happened with Ahsoka there. Hopefully that answers your question, Calibri. All right, now let's get ready to do this one. We're not in an ad set, are we? Good. Good. 330? Jeez. 3. Make ready. Support means they cannot hide. Fear to those who are targeted by special. Do a special. Be feared. It's not targeted. It's to anything hit by a special, because we got a free fear on Ben just for showing up. Okay, well, we won't get the assist call. Now we try this. Not great.
Uh-huh.
Alright, gonna do a special, and I guess not gonna do what I think. So, whatever.
No, he won't. Just
Whap. That shit hurts. Not a huge fan. Basic over here for the stun, if you would kindly. You wouldn't kindly. I checked. You wouldn't. Okay. So far, so good, he said, lads. We got the exile out. Stun, maybe? Alright. Have it. No more support on deck, which means no more anti-stealth. Meat's back on the menu. Deploy Operation Fear here. Which also gives us the EI. This. And we take a delumps. Let's see. Work. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right, over here to you. Whap. Ah. Ah. Okay, you're still stunned. Keep her nice and low. Waiting for Ben to make his move, and I think we're golden. Right here.
Nice.
57. So yeah, if you guys saw, like, I famously wiped out in round 1 of this season against this team using Leia, but the difference really is that Rex FDC. Okay, Jabba. Now, what say you guys to Boba Zam Dengar here? Now, I have JMK. I can do JMK. But I have seen that Boba Zam Dengar can take this on. And I would be ever so curious to try. Kind of risky for them to have no health, right? So it's all in on damage. And we have 200% defense by default with this team, yeah? What you guys think? You have the belief in me, the confidence to achieve my dreams. Ray Rock says, my Stranger of the Night just lost to Chirpa with Omnom, Bear Bear and Wicked. Chirpa with Omnom, Bear Bear and Wicked. I have no idea what happened to you, Ray Rock. Monstrous. Yeah, you used the Night Sisters, Guilty. Well, I set my Marin with my Great Mothers on defense, so that option is not available to me. I appreciate it. Let's give this a go for fun. Ow. You have doubt and such. Sure. Use some Deboomba. You won't get an assist, but double tap is maybe possible. I don't know. They don't have any turn meter, so don't bother with the third yet. The third ever so slightly later, maybe. We are looking for what? Ability block first? Into buff dispel? Let's go for it. That was not the droid we were looking for. How about strip turning? Nope. I'm sure.
Fine.
Target her. Give her the Boomba. Boomba. Okay. You guys know the drill. Come back around. Rockets Part 2. I like. We're now under stealth, my son. You're free. This time. Okay, not quite the droid rule. Return meter Part 2. Hey, okay. What are you doing? Can I interest you in ability? Take a turn. Hi. Rather unfortunate for me. There's no point in pussyfooting. Let's get it back around to killing him so we can focus on the big man. The boss cup. Bonk. Back on it. Belief. Belief is the fuel. This brain read. Sure. You have a buff, technically. Is this kind of an auto situation now? Nobody's coming back. Kind of just want you to do stuff now. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to eat a Reese's here. Killing with Boba's rocket is so satisfying. Completely agree.
When in doubt, Otto will find a way to fuck you.
Yes, I would say that that's generally the case, but what I'm observing here is I'm not actually playing any differently than the AI would. So there's no other decisions to make. Nobody does anything calling anybody else. Nobody buffs anybody else with intent. It's just random bullshit go.
Oh, I completely agree with you, but it will still find a way.
Well, he is getting perilously close to that ultimate, so you may be onto something. We'll have to see. There's a double tap. I'm surprised you still know how to do them. Very nice of you. Get the... Yeah, that's the droid I'm looking for. 55.
There we go. That's a fun counter.
Fine counter. What have we done in so doing? We have saved JMK for the back. For the unforeseen. Wow, he 57'd my shit, my fucking stranger, and he said Pirate King. Hats off to you on that, Baby Yoda. You son of a bitch, fuck you. But also, nice. Fuck you. Nice. Alright.
Oh,
Gas,
that's
Rex
brutal.
5s with the DC. That's fine. Malgus, Malik, BSF. Didn't I already use... Yeah, I already used Maz, so I don't have Maz for an easy one on that. That'll have to be a little more sweat. Let's see here. You got the sold, and I don't know, Seer Malicos Cal. Right, 3S, GI, and yes. Okay. Riva, Starkiller, and Xeris. Oh, I wonder if he mirrored me. I wonder if that's... So, I could... This is tricky. Riva and Starkiller. I don't think I can do C solo, but this is like a C with some change. Need to take care of this. Balin. Alright. Well, we do have Slack, don't we? What else am I having? Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's take a look at that. All right, we'll assign Reaper to that. Bam Grogu, probably Treya. El Jocasta Luminara. Actually, fair question. I don't have an earthly. Up. I feel like I've done Tarkin before versus BKM. Haven't I? No. I've done that the other way. I've done BKM. Finzori is something. I have Finzori written here. Somebody. Regardless, let's proceed over this hero way and talk about you, Afra. Eritran with the hydrate. All right, guys. Let me actually take this last little sip here, you see. And I'll go and put some more in the glass. So we'll take a real quick break. But we're through the front wall. We've got an hour and a half. Time is on our side. Holy shit, I have BKM? No, I have BAM. Okay, never mind. Carry on. Wait, that's your Malicos. I'm just ordinarily. So cool to save JMK, though. There's no way that I could fail to clear having done that, right? 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 Armor penetration and crit damage is the way. Crit damage, armor penetration, debuff on 3. Not quite as good as if it were potency. Buffs up. 98% crit chance, but no crit damage. Crit chance and crit damage and armor penetration. We are sold the way we go. I learned that Tass is Boba versus works versus Java. My Boba is untested. I would definitely say check out how I have mine modded because it is. I put some effort into my Boba. I don't know that just any Boba can do it, and I would hate to see you pop in on my Discord to say, Tass, I saw that you could do this, but then when I tried it myself, it failed horrifically. You son of a... Kidding me? Did you see how badly timed that heal was for me? You go ahead and just stop taking 50 fucking turns? Take an armor shred. What the fuck? You're supposed to be dead. Nice. Nice proc. Nice proc, asshole. Alright.
Yes,
nice proc.
Tess, let the hate flow through you.
That was a really nice trigger. Drop all those buffs. It's going to be 10 years before I have Torture back, so that's always fun. Let's go ahead and use this, since we haven't had a smart opportunity up until this point. Call in. Still, I'm not 2 turns away! I'm gonna die. We go. Basic, don't hit them with an AoE while they've got Retribution. Needs that. It is possible that before the end of the game, we might be able to do meaningful damage to this one. Possible. Improbable. Counterattack is there, but I want to say we'll trigger the Foresight on this one, so I'd rather do that. Fine. Or... I hate this so much right now. Absolutely miserable. You were supposed to be handcuffed like a week ago. They all have the thing. Not fun. Okay, so you all have 10 up. I can't do the thing, so do this thing. And please do this thing fucking fast. And by this thing, I mean kill the fucking fugitive. Por favor. Anytime! I know what you're thinking. Wow, we're really doing a good job procking Torture here for that reduced max health. Yeah. So we are. It's been great. It's been really great. Yeah. All right. Withdraw off that. So what is that? That's our mark. 2 or less. So okay, one more fail, and then we've really got to sweat there. That can be a serious challenge to us now, so be careful. About how to use RZ, stuff like that. We're gonna need something fairly major. Gas, Rex 5s, that's a toughie as well. Alright, let's do the Seer Malicos, and then I'll probably end up taking that break that I'm alluding to. 5-ish minutes. Had to get them. Kind of heal you. Okay. Health and tenacity. Crit damage, I find, is most dangerous for Seer Malicos. So yes, Turd Ferguson, it was real. It was bad. It was real. All right. Relic 10 Malicos, go. I choose you. Attacker, looking for a blend. For you. For you. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Go. Was it as bad as pineapple on pizza? Few things are as bad as pineapple. Alright, you lock down our man, as expected. Nothing less than the best. Simply the best. Okay. No, by all means. Take more turns. Huh? Yep. So far, so good, lads. Okay. Hondo's taken so many... OG Hondo's taken so many turns that we're actually out of the gate. May as well hit you. Ramp up off of that.
Honest. Can you capture him again?
Huh?
Can he be captured again sometimes? So
Yeah, of course
next
he can
turn?
be captured. He's not sacred. There's nothing he does here that's special. Let's see how hard this hits. Hey, you know what? That wasn't so bad. Anyway, over to you. How are you? Apparently, you're doing all right. We got Malicos middle on tap at the ready. Not that. Okay.
Increase cooldown.
Nobody really needs this, so again, we'll just do the basic. Could I use the special to call Malicos and get another ramp stack? Maybe, but Why do that when you can do this? Wow. Yeah. Cooldown's increased. Boofed. 55. PJ was right. I doubted. I really doubted. At the start of this season, I was so concerned because we all have horror stories of fighting the Pyrocron from the last 3 vs. 3. And I would say that attempting this without Starkiller in the place of Cal, it was ill-advised against that Pyrocron. But here, without it, it works. Fair to TJ. Very fair. Gonna do. All right. We'll look up a few of these fights here. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Gonna get a wee touch more bourbon and press on with the show. All right, see you guys in just a couple minutes. Thanks for watching. Right back. All right, party people, we're back. Let's begin the research phase. So, check on some. Pretty sure that I can just use Sith Eternal here, but I had an idea to use it against Starkiller, so we'll have to see. Have to look it up. Lot of reference. Can I help you, sweetness? Goodness. I'm being literally dragged away. Give me the... All right, we're back. Okay, Sith Eternal, yeah, of course. Knock is a dud. Riva, really? Why would it work? Not without Clock. Nice. You'd have to avoid ability block and shit to not get prop disrupted. Sounds terrible. DRZ, yeah, that's true. I'll be needing to think about where to apply DRZ. I want to say I have Saw. Saw was reserved for JMM, but he hasn't set JMM. I could use Saw against Tarkin? Something like that. Let's see. Really? Really? C. Yep, there. Yep, that's 52, I would expect. We don't have Watt, so that is real rub, isn't it? 52 here with DRZ, though. That. Because that was going to happen regardless, then, if I use Sith Eternal. Tell me more. How was this accomplished? Use a tank cron. I have such a thing as... Proceed.
Anyways, that's best of luck. I'm gonna head off to sleep.
Heading to bed? Have a good night, man. Take care, Shake.
Yep. Good luck and hope you win.
Appreciate it. Hugsy, evening, Mr. Tass. Hope all's well and best of luck with the GAC. Thank you. It is not mission sunk yet. All right. See how this goes. There's a... One of the goes low. Death. That's how. Leader gets death. Of course. Gonna hurt. That's AoE, right? There's the shock. This should push her under, I believe. There's my thing. Okay, defense held. There's that. Like this. Oh, shit. Weird ass fight. All the time. Kill. He wants to go? Go. That. It feels not great, to be honest with you. Yeah. I've had better. Deathmark means you won't be coming back. If I can successfully lightning here and focus him down, then it's right to do this ahead of her. That's not good. Now he's buffed. Counterattacks, giving us a bit of trouble. Yeah, trouble indeed. Trouble that I deserve. That's fine. Yeah, no joke. Oh yeah, we got no cooldowns now. Best timing. How about it? She's already been killed. The worst harm she has to give to us has already been done. Probably best to try and blow her right out. Yeah, just go. I was about to say, if you don't fucking die. Oh, that's disastrous. God, that's such fucking bullshit. Get stacked up and keel over. Keel over from fucking dots. Oh! Wow, surprising. Surprising end. Not enough damage on that. The prot was more or less waste. So the other cron that had no prot on it had more potency and crit damage. Probably was a one-shot if I had used the cron. There's my 3 drops. Right? Hey, Lady Ada. Things are going okay. Got to pay out the prediction, though. Those of you who thought I was going to have 3 or more drops were in fact correct. Okay, so we have an easy cleanup for that. Good lesson on using DRZ. 2+. 52 suggests that when it works, it's going to be rough, so I shouldn't be terribly sorry. Look for it. Should this not still be Gungans? Babe. Ankron, correct. I saw NASA. 50%. Why? 2 attempts. Attacker, you out attacker. Okay, so the answer is don't be a bum. And it should go well. Gungans, there's no Afra to take out up top. Makes sense. Up. Nope. Grab you. Against Balin, they have more defense, so I favor armor penetration over crit damage for these guys. Most other fights, I prefer crit damage. But yeah, how's it? Yeah. It's going well overall. Fucked up yet? I won. Come here. Neat. But we were in fact looking. Have more of that. Thank you. If I do the cleanse right now, the doubt will forbid me from getting buffed, so... use him Deboomba. Thank you. We no longer have doubt on deck. Buffs up. Speed. Shields up. Weapons unlocked. Now we have to kill him. Bye. 57. Nice. Gonna make a comment on my drop on that Revis Starkiller. Should have used S tank or C. Believe it. Ass. Now, what am I gonna do? It's a clever use for Finn. Won't be against them. Alright. Look up verbs. Eight. Alright, what do we got here? Freya, Reva, Tarkin. 66 out of 3. Algas. 56. Using a support chronicle. Okay. The Malgus can move there. That means I can use like Saw against Tarkin. Duckus gets 1. First of all. Yeah, narrow range. ETMG, my man. Really? Very interesting, because DTM, that means that frees up Reva. Gideon Scout. Surely that's Darkside Tank? Or you configured support. Much the better. Okay. Malgus. Yeah, we still have Star Killers, or still have JMK and Slacker, so I get to trivial up. Is there a solo Sith Eternal? That's what I thought it was. Almost regardless of what you do. Very little chance of that going. High health, high health, high health. Very good then, friend. Clever idea to use Killer Cron. One of the leading problems with bourbon. Getting muddled. Hugsy says, as a new user of the Gungans, is it just normal for the enemy AI to hard focus the generator? It is. It is. Because, yeah, they can't really do meaningful damage to you. Almost no team can. Very, very few exceptions to that. Until the generator is down, so the AI does go right on after it. Okay, where are we at for time? It's 4 o'clock right now. As of this moment, we have 8 fights. How's he doing out here? Did he do anything else? We've technically had more drops than he did, but he's also had... Really, this... Max. Where does Sith Eternal go? Sith Eternal probably... Yes. If JKL, yeah. It was nice to pull, testing the Maz cost me here. That's, no wait, I set Maz, didn't I? Alright, let's see what we can get here on gas. We'll have quite a bit. Take out the 3 toughest things on the board. Our GLs, trivial. I do have the Giga ass health just for. Was that 33 battles? Yes, Dances with Ewoks. It was, but as I had said early in the stream, don't read too much into it because I want to say it's like his first attempt. He got interrupted. I think he works in a hospital. Like a minor emergency occurred. They called his attention away, and then he forgot that he was in the middle of a fight, and that was the last team he had to clear of mine, so I think it really put him in a bind. That being said, though, BabyYoda's the type where he might still have something in the tank, and I can't afford to play like he can't clear. So I have to be really careful now, because he had drops on 2 teams and a couple attempts besides, and then ended up not being able to clear one of them so far, but I've had 3 drops. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm kind of even on drops right now. I really have to find my... You dig? Dude. That won't kill. Have to do it here, though, I think. 58 will do. Higher defense. Maybe the HK Crom would have gotten me the extra banner. Finished. Freya, plenty of materials. So that extra drop was entirely. Probably JMK then versus Fugitive Omega. JMK, Cat, what is it, Mace? Use. Remember to smite the tank and then proceed from there. Don't be a dodo. Yeah, we're looking good. Very good then, lads. Alright, how do we need to play this one? A great question. I don't have it. Let's just kick the shit out of it. Nice. Nice. Hot track so far, lads. I'm gonna do debuffs that are annoying. I don't have another dispel for some time. This is bad news for you, bud. Okay. 57. Bye-bye. I love deep. I would need or chrome. So it should be just pick a Riva. Design for 50. Really? I see. Okay. Might move. August. Pause still for Tarkin. Luth and Cracks used to support you. I am willing. I don't know. Alright. Nice to be able to split Malicos with Seer now and have Starkiller with the Stranger. Yeah, and you're not even obligated to all that, right? It's kind of interesting what Baby Yoda chose to do here. He set Riva, Starkiller, Xeris. So a mechanically complex team. He did not set a Stranger composition, so Stranger was used to trivialize something on offense. Pretty smart. And then still had Seer Malicos as a third separate item. That's a very... It costs you your Inquisitorius team, for sure. But it's not a bad allocation of resources, I gotta say. Alright, we got ads. Just chill here, sip our drink for a few seconds. Not leave anybody in the dust. We're doing alright on time. So far. How you guys doing? Let me put out a poll here real quick. If I feel up to it later, I might do a bonus stream, just a chill stream. But let me see what you guys think. I'm gonna put out a poll. If there's enough demand. I won't tell you what the number is in my mind. Justify it. But if we hit that number, I'm down. So, if you got friends that like to watch the stream and they're not already here, get them over here. This is the time. Pass, bonus, chill, stream tonight, question mark. Hell yeah, brother, or nah. That will be the window. Start the poll. Get your votes in. I might do an additional stream later. Alcohol will be involved. Alcohol is already involved. Won't be less later. Fly on that. All right. Ads are over. Good. We've stalled for a sufficient length of time. We'll do what? We just try to lock down Jocasta and then Wise still revive. Revive is happen. But if you had to revive, gotta be gone now. Good. He used skill here. Save the armor shred for slightly like. We're back. Not brought. Yep. Give me the 57. Exactly. I am super down with that. All right. Yay, we can apparently still win fights clean. Occasionally. Freya. Yeah, that is what I said. Should be BKM herself that gets isolated. My health is the only thing. Oh, that's right! This is where I was getting. Oh, heal. Whatever. Hey, stop that now. Are we faster than these guys? No, not really. Mention it. Cooldown's increased. That's the droid I'm looking for. 1 and a 2. Thank you. You know what? We might hurt you. Oh, you counterattack. That's true. A huge fan. Not a fan of your work. Okay, so that's the DI. Hello, sweetness. Bouncing along. Okay, 1, 2. Don't you absolutely. About to say. About to get hostile. Fucking shit, I hate you. No. No, no. No. No, no. Very funny. No. Almost there. Stay on target. No. Kill it. I think that we're more than capable of enduring that. Nothing I can do to stop you from that, but I'll still give you killed and that. No. You heal too much. Hate it. No, no. Healercron is a prick. You heard it here first. Oh, the poll's completed? Alright, I'll check that out after this fight. You guys had your chance. No. Fuck you. Dude, this is a hilarious bug. This thing where it despawns. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But it's fine. I'll take it. Whatever. That's fucking... Alright. Probably attacker. Probably crit damage as I... Yeah. Or Zastin 30, what's up, Tass? Hey, we are hustling to get through the rest of this squad. Nope. Very nice. Okay, hi, how are you? Dispel? Yes, well timed. Kill it. His base. Pretty of your cooldowns, but I don't know. Might make the most economic here. Stun maybe? Okay. Nice. Yes, we're about to proc that fear over there anyway. Oh, fuck. I should think something else. Because I'm thinking we're okay. Should have dispelled. Woohoo! Wait, did he just clap your shit? Ooh, that's the big AoE. That's the litmus test. We took that damage very, very well. Stop having tactical. Heal. 57. Ray Rock says, wish me luck as I'm about to take Bobazam and Dennis. I assume that's Stengar versus Master Mace, Step a Temple Guard. I haven't tried that myself, but I assume that it would go well. Right? Wampa? Wampinator? One, the only? By the might of Wampa, let it be so. Oh. Sure, what have you? Very. We'll just take this one, because what's important is the light stat. Or, sorry, what's important is the health stat. Dead moments before he just gets clobbered unfairly. Good. 6. Okay. I'll have it. Just writing all this in a spreadsheet. The alcohol is hitting, so I'm kind of like tunneling in right now. Feel free to chat if you have questions, but I'm like super focused right now. So that's tank. Ooh, that's some real damage. Can we underman this? Try not look up now. Or 5 banners. Talk to me about Slacker. How often does Slacker get? Virtually fucking never. Okay, alright, I appreciate the talk. Alright. So, as far as going in with, like, anybody else, I don't think I'm gonna do that, okay? Not gonna be the guy that's gonna get screwed. Hackercron, crit damage. Right, tank run. Lightning? What to do here? Under stealth is probably... Yeah. It was the right one. then you would get weird here. But if you get Isol, we're getting deployed here. Maybe before the end of the fight, we're allowed to have. Thank you. That's I want. Were you quite fit? Wish me luck is 56 banners. Nice job, Ray Rock. Well done. Had to hear that. Now we just did. What a shame. Because of the shock on Faust. Get up 54, you know? Because of the doubt. Fair enough. Revival. Yeah, I was thinking about should I have done it the other way with JMK, and the answer is no. JMK there would not have been advantageous. Not into it. All right, health, attacker. What do we got? Health, attacker. That's 25%. I guess I use stats. That's go. Deflected is fucking outrageous. Kinda hate it. Oh! The deflected plus the dodge. Can I interest you in fucking landing anything? Okay, I'm glad you could make the fucking time. Good. Alright, we're through the gate. So, quick math here. 1572. Yeah. Actually, round. Sorry. I'm missing data from his. Find that up one. Nevertheless, Leviathan. Okay, guys, one more quick minute, and I will be right back to wrap up fleets, get this dramatic conclusion behind us. The bourbon is working. Bourbon is working. I can feel it. It courses through me, even now. DJ DM me, what's that? Oh, Fatal's racing as well. Okay. Let me wrap up so I'm not keeping guys awake. All right. Yeah, I said I'd be right back. All right. Just a quick second, guys. Thanks for your patience. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's see here. I know I put out that poll. Let's check on the status of that poll. Are we doing another stream tonight? View results. Hell yeah, brother! Was 5 out of 5 votes submitted, so I guess I'll do another stream here later. I'm a man of the people. Be done. Alright, make ready. And can never leave. Jesus. This time. Ever so. Nice. Beautiful. Maybe quicker to just sprint. Nice. Alright. Do it, acceptable, I guess. I want to say Could be. All right. Pass out. Beautiful. Wow. Indeed. The 76. Long dicking him. Oh, somebody out there on Twitch doing a sub? Something. Yeah. Subscribe! Rating in with a party of 25. That's honestly better. Good to see you, man. How did it go? We're just wrapping up. We're in a strong position to win because our good friend BabyYoda had a real-life Call of Duty during a fight. Cost him a fight. And yeah, what it is. It would have been much more competitive heading that route. But yeah, what's good over there for you? Kill you. Ah, yes, the traditional no assist from Hondo. 50%. 50% D's nuts. Yeah, Scribe, how did it go, man? Scribe himself is not there. Somebody else comes. Holy fuck. Okay, I was about to say. That's got to be it must have been the 5th possible opportunity to assist that Han assisted for the first fucking time. So what I want to point out to you is that I'm completely okay and over it. And not mad. Take out those. There it is. Beautiful. All right, we're through the gate. Let's calculate. I don't think he has anything else in the pocket, but if he did. 1704 plus a maximum of 27 if it was a full squad, right? Be right back. I got to blow my nose. Oh my god. All right, we're back. Peace. My apologies for the random fucking sneezing fit that's been like 15, 16 sneezes long now and counting. You can only get a 25, right? All right. So, doing the math here, if he got a 25 here, man. Got to be 20 sneezes. I'm not kidding you. This feels like a bad, like, The Count skit. Sesame Street. So, it looks like I won, guys. Because even if he got a 27 cleaning that up, which shouldn't be possible, he'd be at 1991. So, experimentation and, you know, mess aside, we managed to make it through. I'm doing everything I can to stop myself from in all my years of streaming, I think this is the most I've ever... This is the worst, like, sneak streak I've ever had. In real life, outside of stream, like, I'll have, like, 17 to 20 sneezes once in a while. Like, twice a month. Something like that. Jeez. All right. Let's get back into the chat. Sub guy says, "Did you win yet?" Yes, I think we confirmed that. Yes. Sub guy says, so sometimes you just have to treat your opponents like they dislike pasta. Whoosh goes the reference. Zuli, 1991. Yes. Twins won the best World Series ever. Sure. Not a baseball fan, but I'll take your word on it. All right, guys, you have witnessed the end of the week here. Let's go ahead and do the recap. As far as Baby Yoda's attacks against me, I covered that all at the beginning of the stream. Go back to the start of the VOD to see that. And let's see how much of this review I can get through without sneezing my fool head off. All right, bottom front against Ahsoka Tano, General Syndulla, and Huyang with the Huyang Kron. I decided to hazard JKR, Jedi Cal, and Joe Lee, and I ended up making it with maybe 30-ish seconds on the clock left, with 53 banners. Unlike now, a couple folks asked, why take Joe Lee? Because a couple other players like Vexatron, and I'm sure others are using Bastila and stuff like that to get through the team. I said that I wanted Joe Lee on the off chance that my JKR died. My JKR didn't die when I used this counter last round, but he did die today, and I needed Joe Lee. That being said, Livid made an interesting point of saying that I was cycling out of Jedi Cal's damage reduction stance with his riposte more often than necessary. I think early in the fight it is worth doing, just to get the sides out and get it down to just 3 of you versus Ahsoka Tano. But after that, I take his point. Maybe an armor shred stack or 2, not more than 2. Probably, I don't know. I don't know how much that. Bottom line is that the less time you spend in the damage reduction stance of Jedi Cal, the more probable you are to lose JKR. So you be the judge. You watch the fight. I took Joe Lee wanting the security blanket to be able to revive. But if I hadn't done as many stance swaps as I did, it'd have been necessary. I don't know. Anyway, we got it done for 53. Against Maz, Ithano, SM33, I wanted to try Malgar ISC. I saw somebody had gotten it done. I took in a Kron that had some high health, good damage. It didn't save me at all. Maul was immediately destroyed. I want to say it was Ithano middle. The single target attack just looked right at Maul and deleted it. He was there and then he was not there. Had to withdraw from the fight. JML, Hoda, JKL, 37 banners. No issue. Would have been a 57. Against Lord Vader, Oppo CX2, Bane Sass for 54. Against Ray Swallow Ezra, Leia Drogon R2 with the Rex FDC rides again, 57 banners. Java Kersantin Bausch with Bobazam Dengar is a 55. Hadn't tried that before. New option. Now, that was Bobazam Dengar with the, obviously, the FDC, going against a Bounty Hunter Set 26 Krons. Not one of the roll Krons. Set 25, roll-based. All right, here in the back, against Gas Rex 5s with the Rex FDC, we use Sith Eternal for 58. Against Malgus Malik BSF, Slacker Dre and Faust for 54. We took a, a little tip here and there. Ira King Hondo, and Quig, Seer Malikos and Cal for 55. Riva, Starkiller, and Xeris was DR Mission and Zalbar. We came perilously close to one-shotting this. Failed. We killed everybody but Starkiller. If I had taken my Tankron that had more crit damage on it, would have been fine, I think. Nevertheless, got 2 targets out of the way, cleaned it up with Wampa, total of 38 banners. Against Balin Shin Marok, used Gungans, Nas, Jar Jar Tarpals, 57 with Hacker. Top side. Against Tarkin, DCT, Scorch, we used Krex Luthen, 57 banners. Against Keller and Jocasta and Luminara, Riva, Grand Inquisitor, Seven Sister, 57 banners. Against BKM, Bam, Grogu, Treya, Nihilus, Savage, 56 banners. Against Fugitive Omega, Mercenary, Wrecker, and Cross, we used Afra, and it was successful for us last round. It was a big fail today. The difference between success and whether or not you are able to put a Mercenary Wrecker into handcuff before Fugitive Omega takes her first turn and just heals him right up to full. Like, I mean from 5% health and no protection to full, and then you lose. JMK Cat Mace to the rescue, 37 banners. Against Zuckus, Forlum, Cad Bane, DTMG, Gideon, and Scout, 57 banners with a random Kron. I didn't have a tank Kron. That's how we did that. Abu Appa, congrats, man. Take a Zyrtec. It's not typical that I don't know. Sneezing fits are crazy. Ray Rock, I dumbfoundedly used Negotiator and Galactic Republic ships to counter Radis, leaving me without the necessary ships for me to use Endurance to counter Leviathan. Need some help on an alternate counter. I mean, you can tell us here in the chat what you got. You got 13 minutes to make a miracle happen, man. See what we can do. Hop into my Discord when I wrap up the stream. I'll be happy to go over it. But anyways, if you're getting here at the tail end, the situation was real life interceded here for Baby Yoda, and he got tied up in that real life situation while he was in the middle of a fight. And when he came back, he did not have the material to get through this. So that's what kept him from getting through Ahsoka. And that's what gave us the margin to take the couple risks that we did today. So, a lot of fun. All right, we've done the payouts and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get about the wrap-up duty. I'll probably take a couple hours off and come back here in the evening. Do that second stream I promised you guys. Something like that. Maybe only an hour. I'll let you guys know on Discord. Anyway, there is the link to my Discord. If you haven't joined the community, there's the link to do it. Of course, you already know, catching me live, I'm here at twitch.tv/Tassenix, simulcasting from my YouTube channel, Tassenix Gaming, where if you've not been there before, check it out. Whole bunch of SUG-related content there. Stuff like the Grand Arena Omicron tier list, the mod guides on characters and factions you've asked about, the How to Mod series on building up your mod collection from scratch. Whole bunch of good stuff over there. It's also a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal, where we break down the last week in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We'll tell you how we dealt with the meta matchups of the week, our favorite attacks and defenses that we saw, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else that we think is worth sharing with you. Of course, that show is native to Spotify, but wherever you catch an episode, check the description. There is a link that you can use to plug it into your preferred podcast program. That way. Aside from that, if you want to support me for absolutely free, please hit like on my YouTube videos. Hit subscribe to the channel to see more. Hit follow on Twitch. All great ways to support the channel absolutely free. Thank you guys so much for your continued and growing interest in the channel. And of course, if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty to support me, there are a few ways to do so. I do have a Cash App that is $Tassenix. Let's see if all my links work today. Okay, are you going to post it over on this week? Like I have to type it separately? Wow, that is super annoying. $Tassenix, yeah. And then I've got my PayPal. Tassenix@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to get some enhanced Grand Arena scouting power for yourself, early access to some of my content, to all my content, including Plotting and Scheming, and a couple other benefits besides, you may be interested in checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Task House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming show. That is coming out to our general audience Friday mornings at 8 a.m., but patrons have it as early as Monday or Tuesday night, giving you that early edge going into the first round of the week. In addition, I will create the occasional patron exclusive video that you will have at least a month ahead of the general public. And of course, a dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where I am usually lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers here at VIP Access. Really appreciate your support. Moving on up to VIP Access Plus, that is $10 a month for a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot is that tool that I highlight at the start of all of my Grand Arena streams. It's the one with the graphs that give you all of the information on your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version with embedded links that you can click, taking you right back into swugga.gg or Insight, whichever one you use, just helping you further minimize your scout time or drilling in on those specific questions that you have. Alternatively, you might spring for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is your #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do to comprehensively remod your roster with the powerful automation feature. See my YouTube video about how to use Hot Utils if you're already a patron, know how to do that. You can also help out your guild in TW, slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, get through all of your Bronzium collection in an instant. There's so much tucked into it. No wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Thank you to all of my patrons at this tier. And at VIP Access Premium, that is $15 a month for the Double Bot bundle. So Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils all under one subscription. Nowhere else do you have the opportunity to pick up those two bots for cheaper, let alone within this three-way bundle. So that's why so many of my patrons say it's one of the best values in the entire game. Thank you so much to all of my patrons here at this tier. At the top of the list, in in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This madman pops into stream from time to time and goes crazy, dropping hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies. He's done it many times over the years, carrying hype trains all by himself. Thank you so much. And of course to Pills, who has made a scene popping in towards the latter end of my streams, going crazy, handing out 10 subs here, 100 subs there. Just recently, he bribed me 100 gifted subs to demod Dagger. So all of you are spared the wrath of Dagger here on Twitch and YouTube chat for at least the next month because of the largesse of Pills. So thank you so much. Special thanks go out to the Lost Womp Rat, one of my patrons who's gone well above and beyond the Call of Duty, helping out not only me with my IT-related issues on the back end, but also, several similar such issues for my patrons and folks hanging out in my community. So thank you so much for all you do, Womp Rat. I speak on behalf of all of us when I say, thanks, man. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether that's bringing me something to eat or drink while I'm here on stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing the house apart while I'm trying to be the very best like no one ever was at a phone game. I appreciate you. And of course, again, to my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming, Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal. Gentlemen, as always, it is a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together on a weekly basis. Despite the pressures of work and family, you guys still make yourselves available for every recording, and I appreciate that so much. I learn in every episode. Hopefully, the feeling is occasionally mutual for you, but it's not about us. It is about our audience, and it is rare that a day goes by that I don't get some type of comment on YouTube, a DM on Discord, thanking us for our conversations there on the show, because people are picking things up, applying it in their own matches, and winning the day. We are having the effect that we intended, gentlemen. Thank you so much, and I wouldn't change a thing. All right, let us make ready to raid. Thank you, everybody who stuck it out to the very bitter end. With 4 minutes left on the clock, surely Fatal has another 3 fights to do. Right? Redirect, live. Oh, Vexatron's the only one live on YouTube. Yep. YouTube folks are sent out. All right, setting up the raid here on Twitch. Who yet is? All right, same. Vex is still over there. Let's go ahead and send you guys over to Vex. Starting up the raid. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And yeah, sorry I didn't have a good match step into the breach here to fill in for round 2. So we only had the 2 real rounds this week. But it was nevertheless fun here in this round. Thanks again to BabyYoda. GG. See you next week as always, sir. And until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. Awesome.